let's summarize what we already know on the order of sentences. First, you put the subject, then the verb, and at the end, the infinitive if there is one. If it's a question, you invert the subject and the verb with the question pronoun at the beginning of the sentence if there is one. So, before we learn about connecting sentences, one tip. In Dutch, it's better to keep your sentences short, as in English. For example, in French, it's nice to use long sentences. It shows that you know the language well. In Dutch, it's the contrary. Now, to connect sentences, we've just seen die and dat in the previous lecture. Apart from being a demonstrative pronouns, they are also used for connecting sentences, as in the role of that, which, and who. Who as in the who that connect phrases, not the one for asking questions. That's wie in Dutch, and that's already been covered in a previous lecture. So the difference between die and dat is that die is for de nouns and the plural, and dat is for the het nouns. So it's not the same difference between that, which, and who. However, the difference between who, that, and which is important for structuring the sentence in Dutch. If it's translated like which, it means it's not essential in the sentence and it's in between commas. For example, het kleine land, dat ik altijd vergeet, is België. The sentence can be left out, so it's in between two commas. However, you can write the same sentence with just one comma, if the fact that you forget it is more important than the fact that the small country is Belgium. So that's the difference between that and who, and which on the other hand. Just a comma. Note that the verb is at the end of the sentence. Only infinitives would come even after that. Finally, we pronounce België and not Belgie, because there's two dots on the E. Now let's see some other connecting words. Some we have already seen. These connecting words do not change the normal order of the sentence. They are en, maar, want, dus, and of. Want means because. An example, ik ben daar, want ik wil iets doen. Iets is something. You see that the subject, ik, is in front of the verb. Will. Now we're going to see some words that do change the order, namely by putting the verb at the end of the sentence. Infinitives are still after that. So the words there are omdat, om, aangezien, hoewel, als, tenzij, behalve als. Omdat is the same as want, because. Om is in order to. Aangezien is since, hoewel is although, als is if, and tenzij and behalve als mean the same, unless. Let's see some examples. Hij is groot omdat zijn ouders groot zijn. Ze is groot hoewel haar ouders klein zijn. Hij gaat als ik de sleutels geef. Sleutels are the keys. So we can see the verb is at the end of the sentence. So, one last comment. These connecting words can as well be put in front of a sentence. Then the second sentence has an inversion, subject-verb as well, and there's a comma after the sentence. As in, hoewel haar ouders klein zijn, is zij groot. And als ik de sleutels geef, gaat hij. For the connecting words en, maar, want, dus, and of, you can't use them as first words to connect two sentences.